Thumbs up in Iran. There's a gesture you've used so many times you don't even feel it anymore. A thumb, lifted, casual. You send it in a text, you drop it in a comment, you react with in messages. It means good, it means approved, it means we're aligned. But in Iran, that same gesture means something very different. Not encouragement, not affirmation, but an insult. In certain contexts, especially traditionally, it carries a meaning closer to what the middle finger represents in parts of the West. Same hand, same motion, different history, and that's the story. We live in an era where symbols move faster than people. A video uploaded in India can be watched in Australia within seconds. A meme created in New York can land in Shiraz before the hour ends. We think because the signal travels instantly, the meaning does too. It doesn't. Meaning travels through culture, and culture moves slowly. The thumbs up didn't become positive by accident. In the Western imagination, it's often traced back to ancient Rome, emperors, gladiators, life or death, whether historically accurate or not. Cinema cemented it. Films like Gladiator embedded the thumb into modern consciousness as authority, approval, power. Then technology industrialized it. When Facebook introduced the like button, they didn't just add a feature, they standardized emotion. They took something physical and turned it into data. A raised thumb became engagement. Engagement became currency. Billions adopted it, and just like that, approval had a logo. But here's the problem. Global platforms don't erase local meaning, they just layer over it. In Iran, the raised thumb historically developed a different social weight. In its traditional setting, it was vulgar, dismissive, a sign you wouldn't casually throw around. Generations grew up understanding that meaning long before social media existed. Now imagine the collision. A tourist smiles, gives a thumbs up to say thank you. The shopkeeper stiffens. A global brand uses the icon in a campaign targeted at the Middle East. Some viewers cringe. A creator posts confidently, unaware that what signals positivity at home may translate as hostility somewhere else. No one intended harm, but intention doesn't neutralize interpretation. And the internet doesn't filter by cultural nuance. It distributes. Here's what makes this fascinating. We assume universality because we see repetition. When something appears everywhere, on apps, in films, in emojis, we start believing it belongs to humanity itself. But most digital language was shaped in very specific cultural environments. Silicon Valley decided what approval looks like online. And because its platforms dominate, that design feels universal. It isn't. It's influential. There's a difference. Influence spreads meaning. Culture roots meaning, and roots run deeper than interfaces. Now, this isn't about telling you to panic over every gesture. It's about awareness, because once you understand that a thumbs up can mean opposite things in different places, something shifts in your thinking. You stop assuming, you start considering. If a single finger can fracture meaning across borders, what about humor? What about tone? What about silence? What about eye contact? Communication isn't just language, it's context, and context is territorial. Let's zoom out further. We live in the most connected era in human history. Fiber optics lace the ocean floor. Satellites orbit above us. AI translates speech in real time. You can reach millions with the phone in your palm. But hyperconnection has exposed something we used to ignore. We are not culturally synchronized, we are culturally layered. In one layer, the thumbs up is affirmation. In another, it's offense. In yet another, especially among younger, globally connected Iranians, it might depend entirely on context. Meaning isn't fixed, it's negotiated, and negotiation requires awareness. There's also something deeper here, something philosophical. A symbol only works if two people agree on what it means. If that agreement disappears, the symbol fractures, and when symbols fracture, trust can fracture with them. That's why diplomats study gestures before state visits. That's why international brands localize campaigns. That's why cultural intelligence isn't optional anymore, it's strategic infrastructure. Because misunderstanding doesn't usually begin with grand statements. It begins with small signals, like a thumb. What makes this powerful is how small it is. No speech, no insult spoken aloud, just a hand. And yet it carries decades, even centuries, of inherited interpretation. You don't see that history when you lift your thumb, but it's there, embedded, waiting to be decoded by whoever's watching. So what's the takeaway? Not fear, not paralysis, precision. If you create, speak, build, travel, negotiate, understand that your default setting isn't universal. Your comfort symbol isn't globally comfortable. Your shorthand isn't globally shared. The world is connected, but it is not identical. And sometimes the most intelligent move isn't louder communication. It's more conscious communication. Next time you send a thumbs up, pause for half a second. Not because it's wrong, but because it's not absolute. In one country, it means well done. In another, it can mean something you'd never intend. Same gesture, different world. And in a global age, understanding that difference isn't just interesting, it's essential.